Howdy, howdy. Welcome on in to the pre-show before the free show. I'm going to have to get up and adjust your camera.
Oh, yeah?
Because we were moving things in the studio and you're you're on there.
What if I just go over here? Is that helpful?
But
Am I helping the thing?
They're going to watch.
Hello, everybody. Whoa! We're on the move. Welcome into the pre-show before the free show. I'm Greg. That's Ashley. We're your internet friends. And Ashley, I have a news story for you.
Dateline!
Madrid.
Oh, nice. Overseas.
Back on November 21st, 2021. What were you doing on November 21st, 2021?
Probably working.
It's probably a good guess.
That's the week of Thanksgiving, so
Probably
I can guarantee you we were slamming down some work so we can try and get to be able to rest a
November
little bit on
21st,
Thanksgiving.
2021. A woman, 48-year-old woman named Beatrice Flamini.
Okay. Interesting.
In Madrid, was going into a cave. It's about 230 feet underground. She went to that cave. It's in southern Spain. This past April 14th, she came out.
Mm-hmm.
So she spent 500 days in a cave 230 feet underground in Spain. She's a mountain climber. She did this on purpose.
How do you eat?
So she had a crew that was monitoring her and would go and drop off food with no contact, go and drop off food and collect her waste.
Mm-hmm.
But she spent 500 days voluntarily underground in a cave. She said,
"Is that almost right at a year and a half?
It's
a little less.
It's a little less than she went in when she was 48. She's 50 now.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. She said that she read 60 books, about 60 books while she was down there. She was writing, drawing, knitting little hats, and documenting her experience.
For who? Her imaginary friends?
On two GoPros. She was lightly monitored by a team of scientists down there, but she spent 500 days underground. Her first words when she came out was, "Who's buying the beer?" So she was in a good mood. She actually, this is very interesting. So she started by counting the days because she knew she was going to be down there for 500 days. And she said she got to about 60 days and stopped counting. Okay? So then when the team came to get her, she estimated that she had been down there about 170 days. She lost all track of time. Her reaction when they came and got her was, "Already?"
That's crazy because I would have thought that it would have been the other way around.
No.
I would have been thinking it was day 1000 and going, "I'm going to die down here. They forgot about me." I mean, I guess if food is coming consistently.
She prompted her. She said she was dozing when they came and got her. She said, in fact, she said it was an excellent, unbeatable experience. In fact, I didn't want to come out. She later added, when asked how she kept saying, she replied, "I got on very well with myself." Yeah, she said that she hadn't. She thought something had happened, but she told them when she went in, "Do not come get me under any circumstances. Family emergency, nothing. So she has no idea what has happened in the world over the last 500 days.
Yeah, does she have?
There's a value.
Are there
in that.
kids? Is there a husband? Is she single?
I don't think that I'm seeing anything about a family in these two stories.
Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty prevalent if she did have some sort of a family.
My guess is that that she doesn't have any immediate family. Otherwise, that's a hard ask.
Yeah.
To be, "Hey, sweetie."
See, I think the spouse would be the easiest one to convince. I think it would be the kids that would be the difficult side of that.
No.
If your kids are grown.
No. As somebody with kids, if my wife came to me and said, "Hey, I want to go underground in a cave for 500 days, my thought is going to be, well, one, I hope you're safe. And two, So I got to take care of these kids by myself?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would assume that at her age, if she was to do that, her kids would be grown and out on their own. She's not just ditching a 2-year-old.
Yes.
Like.
So this is all part. They were doing a project called Time Cave, where they wanted to study the effects of her experience on like her circadian rhythm and perception of the passage of time and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, so she had no idea that like there's a war going on in Ukraine, stuff like that. Like she just
That's insane.
But I got to be honest. But she did say this is very interesting. She did a press conference afterwards. She apologized for stumbling over her answers to questions. Quote, "I've been a year and a half without talking, and I find it difficult." End quote. What a dream, honestly, to go a year and a half without talking, except to yourself. Anyway, yeah, she was. So Beatrice Flamini. I'm gonna go on. So she was. Yeah. I'm gonna go on and say that Beatrice Flamini of Madrid is this week's Dave Campbell's Texas Football Today Ashley Pickle Memorial Hero of the Week. Congratulations, Beatrice, and welcome back. Hit the theme, Expo. Pickle! Hit the arrow sign. Yes, y'all. From the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Lewisville, Texas, it is Texas Football Today, a show on the internet. My name's Greg Tepper. I'm the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football magazine, TexasFootball.com, a corresponding website. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Whether you're watching us live, TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the places, or you listen to us on the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part. Support your local, mediocre internet show. I'm sitting over there at the helm today, making us sound good. She is the Duchess of the Dorks. She's Miss 305. She might be going to a baby metal concert with me. She's Ashley Pickle.
What was the other band? Hi, friends.
Death Clock.
I need to look up Death Clock. I know all about baby metal, but I'm not good with
Death Clock is the band from the Cartoon Network show Metalocalypse. Yeah. So.
All right.
It is kind of like going to a metal show, but it's like bit metal almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're kind of bits. Anyway, but they're good bands. Anyway, we might go see Baby Metal. It's like the second Thursday of the football season.
Oh yeah, we don't have anything going on.
Maybe we can just go rock out with some K metal. Today is Friday, May 5th, 2023. It is 202 days until Thanksgiving. Ooh, when we come back on Monday, it'll be under 200 days of Thanksgiving.
Let's go.
All right.
That's big time.
We're getting there, guys.
Chipping away.
Yes. Happy birthday to, good Lord. I just don't know. Oh, Danielle Fishel turns 42 today. Do you know who that is? It's Topanga.
All right.
Happy 42nd birthday, Topanga. I love you. It's episode 1580. If you'll put the lower third up.
Sorry, I was shipping Mike Flex to your house.
1,585 probably. On today's show, folks, we had a great conversation with the new CEO of HomeTown Ticketing. We will hear from him coming up here in just a moment. In the back half of the show, it's Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday. Get your questions in about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, all the news that's fit to print. Get your questions in on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll get to as many as we can coming up here at the back half of the program. Do we have first four through the door?
We sure do. It was Daniel Beans do not belong in chill.
Yep. Chill or
chili? Chili. It really looked like chill there for a second.
There's no way he would say that beans don't belong in chill. There's a bar down the street that you and I have been to.
We love the chill.
That it's called Chill.
Correct.
But they definitely have beans there.
Yes.
Anyway, go
on. Tony Blaylock, Daniel Agnew, and Zill 0678.
Welcome in, friends. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with us. A little bit earlier this week, we had a visitor in the office, Matt Davis. Matt Davis is the new CEO of HomeTown Ticketing, a longtime partner of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We talk a little bit about the cool things going on there at HomeTown Ticketing. Here's our conversation with Matt Davis of HomeTown Ticketing on Texas Football Today. Here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football, we've had a long-term partnership with our friends at HomeTown Ticketing, and they've had some big maneuvering over there, including their big corner office. You can see it from the highway. It's like this giant HomeTown Ticketing building, and he has a whole floor. It's the new CEO of HomeTown Ticketing, Matt Davis, joining us. Good to see you, Matt.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Thanks for hopping on with us. First and foremost, I know there's exciting things beyond you coming on board there at HomeTown Ticketing, but one of them is the acquisition of Ticket Spigot, which I'm interested in what that does for you guys and why that's such a big deal for you.
Sure. Well, I will say I'm having a great time already at HomeTown. Bringing the two teams together has been my focus here in the last several months. If you think about what's happening in the industry, digital ticketing, or frankly the digitization of much of everything in the school environment is a wave that has already started to crash ashore and is just continuing. So our goal is to continue to be a leader, continue to bring services that matter and make a difference for our partners. And we realized that to do that, we needed to continue to expand. And healthy businesses typically approach those problems by determining, is it wise for us to build something or to go out and find partners to do that? And in this case, we found Ticket Spigot. They are a magical group of guys and girls. They had great products, as good as ours in some way, better in others. And we realized that instead of continuing to be out and finding ways to compete against them, that we would be a bigger, stronger, better solution for the industry if we work together. And that's what we're doing.
HomeTown Ticketing has been a proud partner of Dave Campbell's Texas Football for a while. Most recently, this past year, you guys did the Honor Roll Administrator of the Year. Over two weeks, we had more than 130,000 votes on TexasFootball.com. Y'all are crazy. Jake Escobar at Comanche ends up being the HomeTown Ticketing Honor Roll Administrator of the Year. I'm interested in why that is kind of the path you guys want to go as far as partnering with us to help out these outstanding administrators.
Sure. Well, at the end of the day, ticketing is something that has to be done well so that fans and administrators don't have any challenges and issues, right? The goal is simple, easy. How do I sell tickets? How do I get fans in the gate? How do I make sure that we understand who's on our properties and we collect revenue in a safe way? And at the center of all that is the administrator. And they're not professional ticket administrators, right? they have to do so many things and be the jack of all trades across so many platforms. And we are blessed to have them as our partners. And we realize that while they may not necessarily be the ultimate decision makers in picking a platform, they're the ones that we do business with, right? They're the ones that are engaging day to day with our platform, and we care about them and want to make sure that their days are as easy as possible. So when we get the opportunity to work with you and recognize the industry or those that we engage with, while I would love to say it's the ADs that matter, the administrators are the ones that do the heavy lifting and that we really connect with.
And it's no surprise, knowing you guys, that you guys are growing in a big way. You guys have already added a number of big-time school districts across the state of Texas: Allen, Highland Park, Cleveland, ISD, et cetera. The growth there at HomeTown Ticketing seems to just be skyrocketing right now.
It is. We're blessed. I will tell you, it's because we have great people who build great products and support our partners. At the end of the day, the product matters, but in this industry, it's about support, and ultimately between providing a good product and good support, you're going to build trust. And we have the trust of our partners. And so what's happening out there is, as that wave continues to drive digitization, more schools are asking their peers, well, who do you use and are you happy with them? And by and large, the answer is HomeTown and yes. And that's what's been fueling our growth.
Now, you're pretty new here, 2 months about there with HomeTown Ticketing. Before that, I would be remiss if I did not mention that you worked with GetAroom.com.
GetAroom.com, best name ever.
I was going to say, that first of all, that's amazing, but you guys, that's sold to Booking.com. It's, I presume, a hotel booking service.
That's right.
Can you just kind of tell me about that
kind of connection and how that experience that you have informs what you're doing there at HomeTown?
Sure. I would say two things. First one is the announcement about me starting here was just 2 months ago. I actually started about 8 months ago.
Oh, geez.
And I was happy not to announce it because it's not about me. It's about Caitlin, and it's about Sarah, and it's about all of the people that make things happen at the company. So I started before the fall football season, wanted to stay quiet, didn't want to disrupt anything during our peak season, and really just watched and learned. How is Get a Room relevant? Well, first thing I will say is Get a Room was such an amazing name because if you are in the business of attracting consumers today, our world is so overwhelmed with marketing that having a really great name is what you need to cut through. And so that business did. I actually had been running businesses prior to Get a Room. Get a Room was the most recent one. And what I would say is while I grew up playing sports and I associate with my college athletic career, and so do all of my 4 kids, I'm not an expert in football. I'm not an expert in basketball. I'm not an expert in being an athletic director. My job is, and what I am good at and have experience, is continuing to grow a business through high growth phases. One of the things that you highlighted is the fast growth that we're experiencing. One of the hardest things for businesses are to maintain the quality of their service, number one, and the quality of their product as they go through these high growth phases. And the owners, the founders of HomeTown, realized that that was not their skill set, and they needed to find somebody who could focus on that. And so to bring it all together, Get a Room was an environment where I did the same, and HomeTown is again where I'm now focused to ensure that those that use us and want to use us get the products and the services that they expect and need.
He's Matt Davis. He's the new, I guess, it's a false advertising. My notes said March, but I guess that's when I get to learn that he's the CEO of HomeTown Ticketing. Check him out at hometownticketing.com. Matt, appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you.
Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texas loves doing business with fellow Texans. VCR Now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR Now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful, long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk, the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support, VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW.
The 83rd KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, the most historic and prestigious event in senior golf, kicks off an unprecedented run of major championships coming to PGA Frisco over the next 11 years. From May 24th to May 28th, join us as the best golfers over the age of 50 compete to have their name etched on the Alfred S. Bourne Trophy. Past senior PGA champions have included true legends of the game like Sarazen, Snead, Palmer, Nicklaus, Player, and Watson. A limited number of hospitality, pro-am, and ticket opportunities remain available for you to be a part of the first major championship at PGA Frisco. And keep in mind, corporate clients and ticket purchasers at this May's KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship will receive priority access to offerings at future major championships held at PGA Frisco, including the 2025 KPMG Women's PGA Championship and the 2027 PGA Championship. Visit srpga.com for more information. All right, Pickle. It's time for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
The North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score on award-winning Hondas like the rugged and reliable 2023 Ridgeline. Stop by your Helpful Honda dealer today or visit ntxhondadealers.com to learn more.
So, if you've got questions about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, anything you got, let us know in the comments. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll get to as many as we can coming up here at the back half of the program. Or right now, actually. This is the back half of the program. I should be very clear about that. We are working on the 2023 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. If we look tired, that's part of it. Pickle's tired all the time, but that's part of it. And we are now, I believe, I still have to write something.
Mm-hmm.
Craven still has to write something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to write the letter from the editor. Other than that,
all the content is in.
Other than that, every other piece of content is in.
It's fixing to be reading season.
It is fixing to be reading season, and I maintain that this is where we need to unleash our Twitch stream.
Yes. We
just need to have, so we have a Twitch stream. Maybe you're watching it on twitch.tv/Dave Campbell's. And the amount of nonsense on Twitch is amazing, and we should absolutely be part of that nonsense. And so what I think we should do is we should all take turns, and at night when we are reading pages, we should just stream it, of just us reading pages.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk to you nerds in the comments. Maybe we won't. But I think, because one of the things I end up, because of my home life situation with 2 young kids, I end up being late night work guy. Mm-hmm. I end up working from about 8 p.m. until about midnight every night, and reading pages then. That could be the real, I think that could be there's money in that banana stand.
Yeah.
Having people do that. So we might be unleashing our Twitch stream and just coming up with total nonsense while we work, because that's one thing we haven't done. Honestly, and part of it is that because it's magazine season, we just don't have time for nonsense, but I miss it.
Yeah, I need some more nonsense in my life.
It. That's why this weekend is going to be fun. So this weekend,
mm-hmm.
and what we're going to is not nonsense, but so we're going to be
but all of us being together on the road always
Correct.
Leads to nonsense.
We're going to be down in Waco tomorrow for the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I need to pull up the list. I know that Matthew Stafford is getting in. Football Hall of Fame. But the Matthew Stafford's getting in. You got it?
Yep. In the 59 and before, it was Burt Clark from Wichita Falls High School.
Go Yotes.
1960s was Bobby Winch from Houston Jones High School. The 1970s is Patrick Rocket from San Antonio Lee High School. The 80s is John Henry, right there from Lorena High School.
Mm-hmm.
1990s, Leonard Davis from Wortham. 2000s, Matthew Stafford from Highland Park. And then the Eddie Joseph Coaches of the Year Awards. I don't know if those have been... Yeah, those have been announced, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on our website.
Yeah, Tom Kimbrough and Dennis Alexander. There's
yes.
2 other awards that I don't think have been announced yet that I think I need to keep my mouth shut about.
Is it me? Am I winning something?
You win a not really paid trip down to Waco.
A semi-paid trip. But we're going to be down there. Pat Rocket, I'm interested in talking to. He was a shortstop for the Braves.
Oh, nice. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was an all-state player, and he was an all-state player at Lee. His quarterback was Tommy Kramer. Who's a record-setting quarterback. Wow. Anyway, I'm interested in talking with Pat Rocket. Of course, Matthew Stafford's going to be down there. Leonard Davis is... I have never met Leonard Davis in person, but I am excited to meet the largest human I've ever met.
I was fixing to say, they said he's a very gentle giant. Not on the football field, but
I know the
in
giant
person.
Part. I know the giant part. We'll find out about the gentle part. But it'll be myself and Ishmael Johnson on kind of your pregame show, starting at... What time's the ceremony?
The ceremony's at 7. The pregame show will start at 6.
So we'll have a 6 o'clock pregame show. It's live for free on TexanLive.com.
Mm-hmm.
So come watch us. It'll be Ish and I on the desk, and then we'll have our roving reporter, Mallory Hartley, who will be talking with celebrities as they walk the red carpet there at the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony in Waco. Pickle will be producing, so maybe you'll have a headset. I don't know if you'll be talking.
No.
Probably not.
Because I'll be talking to y'all.
Yeah, you will be. So anyway, we will be there, but that is part of our team, because another part of our team, Mike Craven and Greg Powers, are going to be in Round Rock for the Texas High School Barbecue State Championships. And I'm going to have fun in Waco.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could have fun in Round Rock, too.
we
I want it
said
to be in
this-
addition, not in lieu of.
Yeah, I said this yesterday. These are two of like the best events of the year for us, the Hall of Fame and then the barbecue championships. And when I saw that they happened to be scheduled on the same weekend, it was just heartbreaking.
Yes.
Because you don't want to miss either of them.
It's a tough scene. But in any case, so we will have a live team coverage of two of the biggest events in the state this weekend. Also, today is Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
I guess it's 5 May.
Yes.
So, happy Cinco de Mayo, I suppose.
Ish sent me a
Yesterday was Cuatro de Mayo.
May the 4th be with you. Ish sent me his favorite onion, like the onion, it wasn't an article, but it was like an actual
Headline.
like video type thing, and it looked like a news reporter was sitting there, and it said Hurricane Ashley was coming out on Cinco de Mayo, and the report was exactly like a hurricane report, but the video is nothing but this drunk girl at bars like going absolutely crazy, and he was like, I felt like you needed to see this. I said, well, we've got to be working, so that will not be
unfortunately,
me,
yeah,
but
we'll be
it was a
working.
very funny
Yeah.
it was a very funny clip.
Anyway, so we will have lots of fun this weekend in Waco and in Round Rock and at our local Mexican restaurant. Do we have any questions from the people, Pickle?
We do. For the 2023 season, which incoming junior, sophomore, or freshman has the best odds of winning the State Football Player of the Year? So I'm assuming that means Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year.
So here is a okay. I'm going to give you a layup, and this is not fair. I want to be clear that this is not fair. But Grayson Rigdon at Benjamin is probably the odds-on favorite to win the Division I Six-Man Player of the Year. Certainly because he's won it as a freshman and a sophomore. He'll be a junior this year. That's a kind of a given. Division II. He is kind of the odds-on favorite in the six-man ranks. If you're looking for, but that's probably not what you're asking. What you're asking is like, who is an underclassman that you think could put up the crazy numbers like Terry Bussey did to win it as a June 1 Player of the Year? I'll give you a couple. One of them is Peyton Brown at Toller. Peyton Brown was a sophomore last year, put up, I mean this in a nice way, but stupid numbers, real stupid numbers last year. And so he would be a guy that I am interested in seeing what he does. But Peyton Brown will be a guy there as an underclassman who I think has an opportunity at Toller to make some real noise. I throw Sawyer Wilkerson at Comanche in there as well. Another guy who was incredible as a sophomore last year. I think he's got an opportunity to be really special this year and has an opportunity to put up some crazy numbers. Armando Luan at Sunray was the state's leading passer last year, and returns as the state's leading passer. He's going to be a junior there, so if you're looking for kind of an under the radar type guy, his numbers are going to be crazy. Yeah, those are the ones that immediately sprung to my mind. Jaden Pelucio, the quarterback at Corpus Christi Flower Bluff as well, especially because Flower Bluff probably has an opportunity to make a deep run. That would be another guy that should be in that mix for maybe Player of the Year as an underclassman. But those are the ones that immediately sprung to mind. Keep in mind, that's not necessarily the best prospects. Some of them are great prospects, but those are the guys who I think are going to be in the mix for Player of the Year as underclassmen. But it's hard to do, right? Terry Bussey was the first guy since Kyler Murray to do it. He's only the second guy ever to do it as a junior. So it's a hard list to crack, but there are some guys who did crazy things as sophomores the last year that I think have an opportunity to do that again this year. So there you go. That's an underclassman. What's next, Pickle?
Which DCTF staff alma mater is going to have the best 2023? Yeah, I hate to admit it, but I think you might be right.
Get your guns up, folks. No, I'm cautious about Coppell. I'm cautious about Coppell. They got a little walloped by graduation last year. And being that district 6 is going to be tough because I think Louisville has a chance to be really good as well.
Maybe Manor might have a fairly
I think
decent
Manor's
shot.
going to be pretty good. But they got hit by graduation pretty hard as well.
Yeah, so did Llano.
Llano did as well. Pleasanton's coming off of a decent little run last year. They could be in that mix.
Everman.
It's probably Everman, honestly. I think the Bulldogs are probably among the DCTF staff. It's probably the alma mater to beat. They're going to be, I think, I'm trying to think of their district. Well, they're just with like Midlothian Heritage and Mansfield Summit, but I don't think that they're that far. I think they're in that mix there. And they bring back 15 starters from last year's team, which is a 9-3 team. So I'd say probably them, because I'm thinking through. Craven went to Cedar Park. Powers is from Ohio. Pleasanton, Arlington, Lamar, or Llano.
No, just regular Arlington.
Coppell. Yeah, what did I say?
Lamar.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Her brother went to Lamar.
I'm at Llano. Yeah. Llano, yeah. Probably, I'm going to go with Matt Steps, Everman Bulldogs.
That seems
I'm
fair.
going to lock that in as my final answer as the DCTF alma mater with the best chance to make a run. Or Missouri football. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Oh, my.
That's a joke. What's next?
If you could be invisible for a day, what would you do?
I don't know.
I feel like there's two ways to answer this. I feel like there's a way to answer, like, just think about, like, your normal everyday life, what you would, like, just a normal Wednesday, if you could be, what would you do? And then, like, if you just did anything crazy, like, oh, I would go sit in the White House. You know,
I think
like,
I'd
something
mess
like
with
that.
y'all.
Yeah.
I'd just, like, move stuff around and just be like, I'd just make it so, like, you were sitting here filling in on the show because I wasn't here, and then suddenly, like, the microphone, like, shifted.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Oh,
my gosh.
I would
freak
make
out.
Ish's life just a living hell for one day.
I think that'd be
But I do that
fun.
with I'm not invisible.
I think
so
that'd
guess
be
it
fun.
works.
Because that's the thing. I don't want to cause harm. But what I want to do is I want to mess with people. That's what I would do. Like, and there's a fine line here. Like, I don't want to go and like sneak in anywhere.
No,
or
it's
anything
like
you're
Jim
not
and
supposed to be.
Dwight. Like you put the stapler in the Jello, like harmless pranks.
I want to prank someone. Like, I want to prank my brother.
Yeah.
Very badly. And I want to, so that's what I'd do. I'd come up with really elaborate pranks that I could only do when I was invisible.
Yeah. I think I would just chill back and listen.
Yeah, I'd also want to hear people talk.
That's the thing
me.
that I would love to do, and it's not even maybe. I would enjoy that part too, but I think more than anything, like I would like to just see how like certain parts of like this business work with behind closed doors, certain parts of, you know, just like your normal surroundings. Like, what are people talking about?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to, like, rob a bank.
No.
Because then I'd have to live with that. I don't want to do that. What I want to, I think I want to hear people talk mess about me. Mm-hmm. And then I just want to, like, come back the next day and just, like, and then make, like, very specific references to the things that they said that when I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm. And be
right?
like, oh, what?
And yeah, I want them to be, I want to use, because to me, the value would be the next day as well. Mm-hmm. You have to find, being invisible is an information gathering moment. The utilization is in the next day when you're able to be like, yeah, I heard what you said. And then make them paranoid.
Yeah.
Forever.
I think the reason that I like that so much is, like, especially, like, it's always fun for me in, like, the TV world to be able to see what happened, like, be the person seeing what happens on air, but then also seeing the person that's behind the scenes, and, like, then also listening to what the producers are saying. Like, all of that stuff is very, very interesting to see, like, how, like, media in particular, how it all works from different rooms. That's what I would be interested, just to sit there and be a fly on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to mess with people.
I just want to keep my mouth shut all day.
I just want to go in a cave 500 feet underground for 500 days. That's what I do. Do we have another? One or two more?
Yeah. Let's see. If you... Oh, this is a good one. If you were to name a horse... So the Kentucky Derby's this weekend. If you were not aware.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow. If you were to name a horse at the Kentucky Derby after anything Texas high school football related, what would you name it? That's a good one.
Name a horse.
Yeah, because you want something that's like got some speed to it, but
have you ever seen the video of the guy calling the horse race, and the name of the name of the horse is Hoof Hearted? Just spectacular. Just really good. I don't know.
You know when Coach Todd said after he won the state championships that you had to refer to him as Coach
Coach
two
two
times.
times?
Like 2 times would be a good horse name.
Yeah. But I'm also, here's what I would
Or like Code Red, like after defenses or
see.
something.
What I would want to do is, I would want to go to borrow a technique from the documentary series It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they trained Charlie, I believe it was, to be a fighter, and they named him Clown Baby. Because then he was like, well, nobody's going to bet on Clown Baby, and then his odds are going to go like through the
Way
roof,
up.
and then you can bet on him. So what could you name it like, and I know this is not Texas high school football related, but like, could you name it the slowest horse alive?
Yeah.
But then and then be like,
watch
oh, I'm not
the
going to bet
odds.
on the slowest horse alive.
Yeah.
Certainly not. And then zoom. So that is an opportunity where I would really want to manipulate the market.
You could call it like bad 40, like your 40 times.
Nah, I want to call it like fullback dive.
fullback dive.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or like, the fridge. I want it to be
The diesel.
the diesel.
And then the Craigway noise goes off behind it.
That's what I want. I want to find
diesel.
something. I want to find
If you know, you know.
yeah, I want to have something that's going to be like quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something
Someone
that's,
said Beast Texas. That would be
That's
a
good.
good one. That's a good one when you tie it into
yeah, but
Texas
there's too
high
much
school
speed
football.
there.
Yeah.
Like that is in a vacuum an excellent horse name.
Yeah.
But like that's not what I'm going
Going
for.
for.
I'm going for
Subpar.
making people think that this horse sucks. And then suckering them in to betting on everyone else, driving that horse up to 500 to 1 and then retiring.
Oh, there we go. Texas football today.
Texas football
Make it
today.
think that it sucks.
Yeah. That's what I want it to be.
If you tune in, it might be good from time to time, but most of the time it's
Yeah, what if it was just like Tepper thinks this horse is great? You know what I mean? Then it would be like, man, I definitely need to
Tepper
short
loves
that.
your favorite horse.
Yeah, Tepper loves your favorite horse.
This is Tepper's favorite horse.
Yeah, Tepper's favorite horse. Because then it's like, then everybody's going to short the horse. And then that's when I'm going to strike and drop a big big bet on it. So there you go. All right. Anything else? That it?
Nope, that's it.
Please watch Texan Live this weekend for the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame induction ceremony live on TexanLive.com starting at 6 o'clock with pregame ceremony starting at 7. So make sure you tune in for that. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dave Campbells. Follow us on Instagram, Instagram.com/Dave Campbells. And, of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. Thanks again to Matt Davis, our friend from HomeTown Ticketing. HomeTown Ticketing. We used to have a partner, Homefield Apparel.
Yep.
HomeTown Ticketing, HomeTownTicketing.com, for being our guest. For Ashley Pickle, I'm Greg Tepper. Vince Young, please meet your Player of the Year trophy. We will talk to you Monday. Let me get out of here. Texas Football Today.